Once they feel a bit more at home, kick things off with a fun icebreaker. Ask everyone to share who they are, where they come from, and something unique about themselves. Or you can try, if you had a theme song that played every time you walked into a room, what would it be and why? This kind of question is lighthearted and helps everyone relax and start to get talking. Hey friend, let's chat about interviewing employees, and let me share you one of the most effective and time-saving methods that I found, the group interview. Now I know when you hear group interview, you might picture a chaotic scene or a cattle call with a bunch of candidates crammed into a room just to weed through them as quickly as possible. But my approach is different. I'm talking about creating an environment that actually brings out the best in your candidates and let them get a real feel for you and your company. Done right, group interviews can be super effective, and I'm here to walk you through how to make the most of them. So why are group interviews so powerful? First off, they're incredibly time efficient. Instead of setting up multiple one-on-one interviews, you can meet several candidates at once. See who might be a good fit, saving you a lot of time and effort. Plus, with no-shows being so common, you're not left wasting hours waiting around. Well, a group interview will help solve that. But here's the real magic. Group interviews also let you see how candidates interact with each other in real time. Shining during a one-on-one setting is one thing, but when you see how someone communicates, collaborates, and even competes in a group, you get a much clearer sense of who they are and how they'll fit into your team. You also get to spot any natural leadership qualities, as some people tend to step up in group situations, and you get to see that firsthand. I don't know too many jobs where people skills are not important. So what's the first step to make this work? Well, first, you need to create a comfortable, relaxed atmosphere so candidates feel at ease and can be themselves. Have everybody sit in a circle. Start with a warm welcome like, "Thanks so much for being here today. We really appreciate your time and are excited to get to know you." We'll keep things very conversational, so hopefully you'll feel comfortable sharing who you really are. Once they feel a bit more at home, kick things off with a fun icebreaker. Ask everyone to share who they are, where they come from, and something unique about themselves. Or you can try, if you had a theme song that played every time you walked into a room, what would it be and why? This kind of question is lighthearted and helps everyone relax and start to get talking. Next, set some expectations on how the interview will flow. Say something like, now that we know each other a bit, let's dive into the actual interview process. This is meant to be a conversation, so feel free to jump in and share your thoughts. Just be mindful of others, and let's keep the conversation relaxed. And let's not make this an interrogation. When it's time to move into the main questions, focus on ones that reveal more than just qualifications. You're looking for insights into their behavior, teamwork skills, and a fit with your company's culture. Ask things like, tell us about a time when you worked with a team to solve a problem. What role did you play, and how did you contribute? This will give you a sense of how they collaborate and what role they naturally take on. Another one is, describe a time that you had to adapt to change quickly. How did you handle it? This helps gauge flexibility and resourcefulness. You can also ask, what type of work environment do you thrive in? And what kind of management style do you prefer? This tells you whether they're a good fit for your particular team. I have a long list of questions for you to use in the resource section below. After some Q&A, consider doing a group activity. Here you can really see how they work together. You might say, hey, let's split into two groups now and tackle a quick challenge. I'll present a fictional problem and you'll have 5 minutes to develop a creative solution. Then each team will get to share their solution with the rest of us. Watch who actually takes the lead, who listens well, who stays calm under a bit of pressure. I sometimes add a creative twist by having them actually pick up an object to sell to the group. This way I can see if they're quick thinking and creative. While they're working, pay close attention to body language and how they engage with each other. Are they making eye contact? Who's dominating the conversation and who's taking a step back? These little details reveal a lot about someone's personality and team fit. And when you're wrapping up, be sure to leave time for their questions. It's a perfect way to allow candidates to clarify everything they're curious about. You might say, thanks so much for your time today. It's been great getting to know you and really appreciate your participation. Does anyone have any questions for this before we wrap up? And then explain the next step in your hiring process. From here, you can decide who to invite back for the one-on-one interviews. Group interviews are such a powerful tool if you approach them right. The key is setting a relaxed tone, asking insightful questions, and watching how people interact. It's not just about their answers. It's about how they collaborate, how they communicate, and how they handle themselves under pressure. By following these steps, you'll get a much clearer picture of who your candidates are and how they'll fit into your particular company. And to make things easier, check out the resource section below where I've included a list of successful interview questions that I've used over the years.